Hey, yo, what up? It's Don.
Samuel here.
We are the Soul Brothers, and you know this. But we're back with a versus video. I'm using a lot of hand signals for you guys to get you pumped up for the video. It is the Under Armour Curry 2 versus the Jordan Melo M12. All right, two really dope shoes, two signature shoes. So let's hop right into it. I'm gonna start with the traction on the Curry 2. That's a multi-directional pattern, kind of herringbone, looks pretty chaotic. Really thick grooves, pretty soft rubber. Traction was stellar, amazing traction. Right when I first put it on and was playing, they were like real bad. I was kind of sketching out on it, but then it got really good. And that's definitely for a guard shoe. You would hope that it had great traction, and it did.
The only problem was you have to wipe if it's dusty. So you have to wipe every like 2 to 4 plays, which is kind of annoying, but the traction is really nice once you wipe.
Yep.
Okay, the traction on the M12 is like a wave bone pattern or whatever. Okay, so the rubber is really soft, so I would not recommend playing them outdoors at all. But you do stop, but not as hard as the Curry 2s, right? So the M12, you put your foot on the floor and it slides a little bit. But the Curry 2s, you stop right away. And that's why I say you stop on a dime. But yeah, but the M12s, you don't have to wipe as much on a dusty court as the Curry 2s. So it's kind of one of those things where you have to decide for yourself which is better for you. I don't really like wiping that much, so I think I'm gonna give it to the M12s, but it can be considered a tie, right?
Yeah, it's kind of close to a tie. I would go with the Curry 2s personally. You know, I don't really mind wiping that much, and then you know, I like to be able to just stop right when I want to stop to cut. So I don't know, you guys decide that one. We're gonna give it a tie.
Yeah, but if you play on the dusty court, I'd probably go with the M12s. If you play on a clean court, you should probably go with the Curry 2s. If you don't like wiping, then you should go with the M12s. You know, stuff like that. Just choose for yourself.
Common sense, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, let's move on to the cushion. In the Curry 2, we have full-length charged foam.
I thought it was full-length concrete, no?
Well, that's what's inside of it, but
okay.
they encase it in charged foam. But in the middle of that is it's not concrete, it's plywood.
Oh, I see.
What they're using. So it's a new technology they're using in shoes that they've implemented. But yeah, it's really firm. It's charged foam. It's the same cushion that was in the Curry 1. You know, it's really firm, and it'll give you a lot of court feel, a lot of response. And you will feel super explosive in it. That's why I like the shoe. You know, I could put it on and just, if my legs are feeling good, just get out there and go ham with a really responsive cushion. So, you know, it's not my favorite cushion personally, but I see a lot of people I think a lot of people would like it.
Yep, same with me. The cushion that's used in the M12 is it's very similar to the 29, but you can feel it a little bit more than 29. It feels like top loaded. So if you guys have ever tried the HyperRev 2015, it feels similar to that. You can feel the bounciness of the zoom on your forefoot.
So there's a zoom unit in just the forefoot, right?
Yeah.
Nothing in the heel.
I'm pretty sure.
Right,
yeah,
and then the rest is just Phylon, right?
Yeah, just Phylon. And yeah, it feels really nice. There's a good amount of impact protection actually, and a good amount of responsiveness too. It's not super bouncy, you know, but you still it's a little bouncy, but you still get responsiveness, you know.
Yeah.
And you do get good court feel. So I think I like the M12s better. Just because there's that a little bit of bounce in the forefoot.
Yeah, I would definitely go with the M12 also. So we're gonna give it a win for the M12. That cushion is like, I think, one of the better cushions as far as best of both worlds in regards to like impact protection and bounce, but also getting a ton of response.
Yep.
It's awesome cushion. Definitely recommend it. That's definitely a strong point in the M12. Now let's move on to upper and materials. In the Curry 2, they implemented Speedform, which is kind of their, you know, Under Armour's new kind of textile fabric that they're using on some of their shoes, which is really cool. It's not a knit, but it feels soft and it's really light. But they only use it in the back half of the shoe. In the front half, they just use the kind of harder synthetic, which is there for durability and support, which is cool. I wasn't that mad at it. The upper overall is really thin, and especially around the ankle, which I'm actually a fan of. It just feels minimal and light, and it makes you even feel more explosive. Even if it's not really making you more explosive, it just feels like you're more agile, you know? What about the M12?
The M12 has EM, or engineered mesh. It's really cool how they implemented it. They put a thicker, more durable kind of engineered mesh on the lateral side for more durability, and on the medial side it can be softer because there's really no wear and tear, anything that's gonna tear, you know. So that's really cool how they implemented that. It feels really nice on the foot. It's really soft, and there's really no break-in time that you need. Maybe like a few games, and then you're good to go. Actually, I don't know. What do you think is better?
I think the Curry 2 is better.
Really?
Yeah, just because you know, it just the speed form I really like.
Yeah.
Even though half of it was synthetic, the front, I wasn't that mad at the synthetic. It wasn't in an area that really I could feel it too much, and you kind of want support there anyways, kind of high wear areas. But the back of the speed form was just really nice for me. And you know, a lot of it tied. What about you? What would you say?
I don't know. I think it's a tie for me, but I think I just like the Curry 2 so much just because of fit. You know?
That's what I'm saying.
What you're gonna say.
That's what I was gonna get into.
Yeah.
Like it goes hand in hand with fit. Like if you're not using the materials properly, then it's hard to, you know, really appreciate them. So the fit in the Curry 2 is just insane, right? You put it on and it's like a glove. It's close to a 1-to-1 fit as I felt on, you know, any shoe. So, you know, that's definitely a strong point in the shoe. And for me, the M12, the fit wasn't the fit of the upper wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like bad or anything, but it wasn't near the Curry 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Same with me. The fit was nice, but it wasn't as amazing, just like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, fit. The Curry 2 one, the materials, I guess the Curry 2 one, the support, the Curry 2 one. Going on to support, ankle support, I think is a little bit better in the Curry 2s.
Yeah.
But it's still not the best because, you know, the speed form is really thin. But,
really thin around the ankle.
yeah, but it was designed for Stephen Curry. You know, he wears ankle braces because his ankles are weak. So if you wear that shoe with an ankle brace, you cannot roll your ankle. It's super nice, and I feel super secure. I can go full out without worrying about rolling my ankles, you know.
Yeah.
In the M12s, it fit my ankle brace, but it wasn't as nice as the Curry 2s. So I think support would have to go to the Curry 2s.
Yeah, for sure.
And then lockdown, they were both nice. My foot wasn't moving at all in both of them, so should it be a tie? Or?
Yeah, it's pretty much a tie. They're both pretty good lockdown.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say slightly the Curry 2, maybe even, but not enough to even speak of, you know?
Maybe it's because Steph Curry has like a similar foot
Maybe.
as us, you know?
Possibly.
Maybe, I don't know.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So, you know, and for those of you who don't know, like, they really designed the signature shoes for the player's foot. They really aren't. That's the first and foremost thing they're trying to do. And then a lot of the other team models and stuff, they experiment with different fits and stuff. So, you know, because these players are trying to win championships wearing that shoe, and they're not trying to, you know, be messing around. I mean, you've seen players like LeBron and Klay Thompson switch shoes out of their own shoes into other shoes. LeBron switched into other of his own shoes, but anyways, now we're getting off track. But moving on to durability, the Curry 2 seems extremely durable. Under Armour always makes high quality stuff. They always last long. And for outdoor use, you know, I wouldn't even be too mad at it in outdoor use. This rubber is pretty soft, but the grooves are pretty thick. So it's kind of up to you to decide. I personally would play outside in them. It's not as soft as, say, the rubber on the M12.
Yeah,
Right.
so M12 is super soft, so don't even play them outdoors. And the grooves are a lot thinner. The materials, on the other hand, there's a lot more fuse, actually. Yeah, there's a little bit more fuse, it feels like, on the toe area. So if you do toe drags, it'll be a little bit more durable, I guess. But I think, the Curry 2 would be a little bit more durable.
Yeah, not by a whole lot, but definitely by some. Okay, so ventilation. The Curry 2 was extremely ventilated. It's such a thin upper that, you know, I wasn't getting hot at all. Plus, if you do get hot and start sweating, the textile will dry off pretty soon. Now, the front half, of course, is synthetic and won't supply you much air or dry off, but you know, having a really thin upper is helps a lot, I think.
And M12, it wasn't that hot either. It's also a textile or a cloth-like material, so it's gonna absorb the moisture and dry it off. And it's pretty thin also, so it wasn't too hot enough. So I think I'd give it like a tie.
Yeah, tie'll do. Now moving on to aesthetics.
Curry too.
Yeah, Curry too.
No questions. Is this
Why you
sick?
take my answer, fool?
It's a sick ass shoe though, right?
It's dope.
Yeah, it's a look.
And they're coming out some crazy colorways right now.
The BHM is sick.
I don't fuck with that.
BHM.
Nah.
BHM.
Nah, son. That fucking Stormtrooper colorway. Or the
Which
tuxedo colorway is dope. The black and white.
A suit and tie?
The suit and tie, yeah,
Yeah,
tuxedo.
those are
But then there's also the white one, the Storm or something.
Oh,
It's like
you mean
gray
the
and
green
white.
one? Oh, the gray one. That's sick too.
Sick,
I want to
man.
get that, but BHMs, I love burgundy, so.
Your man is tripping. But
Whatever,
the,
yeah.
but the M12 is not a bad looking shoe though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not mad at that shoe at all, especially the colorway we copped, which is like a black and, you know, bluish magenta on the sole. Really dope looking shoe. I love it. I just think the Curry 2 looks a little bit better. So does Sam. Tell us what you guys think. But so as far as winner, we're gonna have to go with the Curry 2. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a better shoe all around. It's a touch cheaper, maybe what, $10 cheaper?
$5.
$5 cheaper.
Yeah.
So it will save you $5.
$5.
But yeah, it's a better shoe. M12 is not a bad shoe at all. I definitely prefer the cushion in that shoe. If you were looking for cushion more so than anything, go with the M12.
Yeah.
But everything else is leaning towards the Curry 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so there it is. That's our performance review / versus video of the Under Armour Curry 2 versus the Jordan Melo M12. We chose the Curry 2 as the winner, but not by a whole lot. You know, the M12 is still a solid shoe. If you want more cushion, I would say go with the Jordan, with the Melo M12. Definitely a better cushion setup. Everything else is pretty much leaning the other way. And be sure to check us out up here. Twitter, Instagram, our website's right here. To stalk us further. But we got a lot more content coming out. We're dropping videos every day. We're in the gym 2-3 hours a night working on all these shoes, bringing 20 shoes to the gym like fucking nutcases. People are like, yo, are you moving in or what? But that's what we're doing, you know, trying to bring you the best performance reviews on the most basketball shoes that we can. So for Samuel Lee, I'm Don Fontaine. We are the Soul Brothers.
Peace. Maybe it's because Curry 2 has like a Curry 2. Maybe it's because Steph Curry has like a similar to shoe